Hey everyone, are you in lockdown again? Is it something, it just happened overnight? It's what is affecting all small businesses around Australia, around the world. Now, I'm here today to talk to Leith Adams, and we're going to talk about how it's a health pandemic, but it's also a wealth pandemic. It's affecting small businesses, and we need to talk about it today. Hey Leith, how are you doing? And you're right in lockdown again. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, good morning, Nicola. Yeah, lockdown again. Far out, who'd ever thought? We went through all the hard work last year, so this wasn't supposed to happen. Wasn't supposed to happen again, but here we are. And look, I think this time around it's a little bit different because last time, most people were supported through JobKeeper and JobSeeker, but at the moment that ain't happening. So, you're on your own, and that's really starting to hurt because, as you just said, this is not just a health pandemic. We're now facing a personal wealth pandemic, and yeah, now it's yeah. How do we handle this?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because we're talking about personal cash flow interruptions here. And this is not something you can ever plan for. It happens literally within 24 hours or 48 hours notice. So people were starting to come out, starting to build their businesses back up again on the knowledge that the big lockdown that Melbourne had last time was the one that needed to happen for it not to happen again. And as you said, the safety nets are no longer there. They finish at the end of March. So what we're talking about today is really, this is a wake-up call. This is a slap in the face for small business and people working in the fact that you need to be in control of your own finances, and having to have a boss and have them control what happens to your income. It does affect you when it comes to a pandemic and instant lockdowns. And I myself know how that feels from last year, tendering for jobs that we do on consultancy basis. Lockdown happens, all the tenders are gone, all your work is gone in one instant. And I know that many other businesses were the same, whether they were in retail and everything shut down, or whether they were consultants the same and government contracts shut down, or anything to do with the private industry. So we're talking about taking control of basically your own finances and control of how money comes in for you. And this is how passive income can be a massive help when it comes to, well, what we call a wealth pandemic, because money is no longer we assumed everything was going to be rosy forever, and it's not. So fill me in on how passive income, or being in control of your own wealth creation, is the way forward for small business, or people wanting to start online businesses. How great is a passive income as opposed to the uncertainty of everything we're going through now?
Well, I guess to put everyone in the picture, I mean, this is actually not the first time this has happened to me. Three times in the past, I've actually had government legislation whereby it's changed what the structure of business or what a business could do. There's intervention, and look, all of a sudden you've got to either shut your business down or certainly change things around. And so I'm not, I'm not of what can I say? This is not the first time this has happened to me, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I put Jolt together, so that if something like a pandemic does come along, it's not affected, because this actually works regardless. And I know that it's not a very nice feeling having put all the work into something. For people out there who've got their own businesses going, got their own, they're self-employed. It's not a very nice feeling when you can't go to work and the work's staring you in the face, but you can't do it. So you've got to have an alternate source of income coming in based upon passive residual based income, that stays there for the duration, that is not manipulated or changed because of government intervention, or government what's the word we want, legislation whereby you can't do what you were doing. It's it's not something that most people look at or even take into consideration when they're running a business. It's not till after the event they go, and when you think, oh, far out, I never saw that coming, because it does blindside you. Normally, it just comes straight out of left field. You're not ready for it, and you haven't even got a chance to to prepare for it. And when it does happen, it's not very nice, and that's what we're facing at the moment. You know, like we were told about this current lockdown on Wednesday, you know, mid-morning Wednesday. By midnight Thursday, we're on lockdown. So how do you prepare for that? Well, you don't prepare for it on Wednesday or Thursday. You prepare for it weeks, months ago, you know. And even if you haven't, I guess that's what Jolt is all about, is giving you access to a support system, a cash flow system that can top you up while either while there's all sorts of stuff out, or if you want, you can actually build this as a full-time ongoing business, and look, forget everything else. This will create an income for you that'll be beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. It's about taking control of your cash flow, taking control of how you grow your own wealth, and not being, you know, being run to by, as you say, government legislation, or just by lockdowns coming out of nowhere. Now, that's what a passive income creator is, and Jolt is that. It's 100% automated worldwide. So it's one of these things where it's a set and forget system once you have it up and running, because it will continuously create that passive income for you. And like you said, you can, if you go all in, you can make this your full-time job, and it's something you can control, and no one can stop that for you. And if you have a job, or you're a self-employed, you can also use it, as you said, to top up your income during times like this, knowing you have a backup, because a lot of small business owners, as you said, don't. And they get blindsided by this. They think their businesses will continue to go as is forever. And when some sort of income source that is their primary source is taken away, they are completely unaware of how to solve that. You can't change your whole business model overnight. You need to make sure you're divesting. You have at least 3 income streams, so that if one goes pear-shaped, you can grow the other, or you have a passive income which will continue to provide you with that certainty. And I think that's what we're talking about here, isn't it? Certainty, because we all have families, we all have bills to pay, and it's the certainty that at least there is that passive income coming in, and that you can go all in to make that as big as you want it to. Isn't that right?
Oh, for sure. And look, the other thing too is, because the foundation of this has already been laid for everybody, I mean, I've done all the hard work for everyone, is that you can actually plug and play, get this happening really, really quickly. So, you know, if you are, as I've said in the past, if you're actually looking up to see the bottom, and that's not a very comfortable position to be in, by the way, but if that's your situation at the moment, and you're going, geez, I've got to do something about this real quick, this can actually fulfill that for you fairly quickly.
Yeah. And that's exactly right. So if people are listening today or watching this today, and they're just feeling, as you said, like at the bottom looking up, and they don't know what to do, we have the 1 hour masterclass for the Jolt Business Centre, which will give them clarity in the directions that they can take with the Jolt Business Centre. And the support is there, which I think is very important. It's not a just, here it is, you're on your own. It's mentorship. It's a program. It's enabling you to learn while you earn, which I think is important. And it's already done for you. That's the whole idea, that it is actually set up. It is something that you can just have a computer plug in and do. And you've done all the hard work from your 40 years of business experience. You've been able to take all of the good and bad, put it all together into a passive income creator that works. And we know it works because of the experience of what you've done that hasn't. So you can now say, this works. The way I've set it up is based on experience, and I'd love you to come along on the journey. And that's what we're telling people, is the fact that there is a way out, and passive income is that way, and online business is the future. And we know that. So, but people are really unaware of how to get into online business without having to set up your whole system. You've paid all the money, you've done all the research and the work, and that's what automated systems are for. So you're asking them to come in on that journey, and you'll support them through it. And I think that's why it's a great way for people to get the security, because you've had the experience, and a Jolt Business Centre is from all of that. Is that's right, isn't it? I mean, really, it's a culmination of your 40 years of learning.
Oh, for sure. And look, for the average person who starts an online business, you know, it's not an instant start. You know, it can take months and months, you know, working out what you, how to go about it, and just learning the ropes. Here, look, you don't have to learn the ropes. You just basically follow the steps. It's all set out for you. So it can happen. It's just a matter of just add water, you know.
Yep. And that's exactly what it is. And I think that's why the masterclass is great for people to check out, to get a real understanding of what it is you're about, and how you can have the life you want by actually creating it in your own way. And that's what the Jolt Business Centre is there for, to be in control of your own wealth creation and your own finances. You're in control of it. And I think that that's something that people need now more than ever, because of the uncertainty and the instant lockdowns and the businesses no longer, providing tenders and government legislations changing. Be in control of your own wealth creation, and passive income is a way to do that. So we're going to put the link with this video for the masterclass so people can check it out. And it is, as we said, plug and learn and plug and earn. So why not at least have a look at it and see if it's something for you, because Leith is there to support you the whole way, and his team. So it's all set up the back end, ready to go. I mean, it's something that I believe people will get the most benefit out of. So Leith, any last comments on regards to lockdown? I mean, it looks like it's going to be extended past the 3rd of June. So any last comments for anyone in Melbourne or around the world that's still in lockdown? There are many, many people who are experiencing what you are.
Well, if you are in lockdown, I guess you've got a bit of time up your sleeve. Why not check this out? It's not going to cost you anything to have a look, but it could cost you a lot if you don't. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Well, enjoy lockdown as much as you can. Like you said, it's a time for people, if you're not able to work, learn, try and find ways to make sure that you're getting the most out of this time. And creating a new passive income stream could basically be the best thing you ever do. So why not explore it? It's only an hour to have a look at. You're not going to lose anything, but like Leith said, you could be really putting a halt on the life that you really want to lead. So thanks, Leith. Lockdown is not what we like, but we'll come out stronger. And everyone to in Melbourne and around the world that's in lockdown, we're thinking of you. All right. See you, Leith.
Yeah, catch you later on. All the best, Nicola. Thank you. Bye.